Pahkitew Island. Yeah, pretty much very similar as an All-Star. So I do think Pahkitew Island is actually a bit better. Even though I do think it has similar low lows than an All-Stars. I guess it has a bit more highs, but yeah, I still want Pahkitew Island as well. Like, there's actually might be, like, there actually is some debate this season actually could be worse than All-Stars, honestly, but always that'd be a bit better. I don't think it's also a bad season of total drama and bad season of television in general, so let's just talk about it. Again, let's just get this over it. I might just get Pahkitew Island kind of over it, honestly, because, well, it seems like that's just, I just really don't want to talk about much, so I might just flow through these, like, very quickly, honestly, so, yeah, so sorry if it's, like, more of a shorter ranking, honestly, but, I mean, 2 months, if you see Pahkitew Island, you probably will understand why, honestly, again, this was not good, you'd be a total drama fan. Yeah, so yeah, we have, this is my team, which is the premiere, which is, probably might be debated to be the weakest premiere of the show, I can't really tell, but, yeah, also, the island aspect itself, honestly, where there's no cabins, is actually a concept, not gonna lie, and of course having the awards basically be like different food sponsors. But yeah, we get basically introduced to characters which they kind of really went weird off the rails when it comes to stereotypes. Because obviously, Total Drama was kind of known for basically like being stereotypical with peasants, but they went really far. Like basically, you got Sky, who's basically kind of one of the most boring contestants ever, but it's kind of like the person that just wants to win. You got Sean, who basically is obsessed with zombies and everything. Max, basically the super villain. Beardo, guy who basically makes weird noises. Leonard, the Whopper player, and funny that he thinks he's an actual wizard. They even pulled the evil twin card here. The evil twin with Amy and Sammy. With Amy being the evil one and Sammy being the good one. Ronnie basically being the dumb farmer guy who ends up falling in love with every girl he sees. You even get like a freaking Disney princess wannabe in Ella. You got the Australian one with Jasmine. You got Scarlett, who basically is the more smart in the brains. Dave, who's like a germaphobe. Topper, the guy who basically is obsessed with the host. And you get Sugar, who basically is honestly a parody on Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo, like really? You're going that far? Yeah, really? Sorry about that. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think that, yeah, this really does do a good job in shoes. Again, you get someone that basically makes, I mean, the first performer is someone who basically just makes like random noises. That's basically his whole character. And you got Len being stupid, who again, he thinks he's like an actual wizard. Like an actual wizard. An actual wizard. An actual wizard. And to be honest, I haven't had these episodes enough to basically watch the 2 months I rather not rewatch Pahkitew. I'm to be honest, like, yeah. So yeah, it's not the worst episode in the world, not the worst episode of Pahkitew Island, but yeah, the first one does do a great job introducing it to a cast. You can tell to be like more one note and stereotypical, and you really do get that here. Same with episode 2, I Love You Grace Peg, which kind of starts like the whole relationship between Dave and Sky, which is becoming a from a storyline this season, and the whole rivalry between Sugar and Ella. And Atlanta gets voted out, like who was probably there. And they got twins, everything, which is one of the better episodes, mostly because that Sammy actually gets her comeuppance and actually gets Amy voted out, kind of in her own like ridiculous way and everything, and starts her friendship with Jasper, which I wish I was actually focused more upon actually, and also hints at the whole relationship between Sean and Jasmine, which becomes also a big thing later in the episodes. Then we have I Love You Not, which is one of the funnier episodes of the season, but not by much. Teams on with the David and Sky rivalry. Ronnie basically just dumbs himself out of the game by basically being in love with every girl he meets, and that kind of had to bite him. And Statement trying to defend Amy. It's actually pretty interesting. About for the Past is probably one of the like semi-good episodes. Episodes where we get a fun challenge. Chris is like smiling using his weird adult talks thing ever. Amy comes back. Both twins getting voted out. And so it's the whole thing where basically Jasmine's upset with Sean over a weird misunderstanding. That's the whole thing. No monkey, no problems. like kind of one of the more forgettable episodes of the show, and I just don't really enjoy it all that much. And it ends with Elegant throwing out to singing when Chris told him last episode that if he sings, she's off the show, and Sugar basically did that to get rid of her finally. Also, by the way, I'll say Sugar, I like her at all. Like, she's supposed to be the main villain of the season, but she's kind of like a joke of a villain. Like if Mal didn't exist, she probably would be the worst villain, and even calling her a villain is kind of putting it mildly. Then we have This Is the Pits, which is probably might be the worst episode of the season, but that's really more because it's kind of the most pointless episode in total drama history. Like, you got a bunch of disgustingness, or you can't cast with kind of pointless episodes. This one kind of is the definition of pointless. Aside from T-Switch, what can you get from this episode that this is one episode where it's probably the most nothing episode in total drama. So yeah, expect like near the bottom of my ranking when I get to it. Sweet Souls and the Baby is the only latest part of this episode is that basically, of course, kids on the back and forth between Sky and Dave, and Jasmine trying to get Sky to play for herself, and then Chris basically tricked Topher thinking he's the host, but he ends up getting the boot, which I'll say it's kind of late. It's actually kind of memorable. Then we have Her Girl Seek, which I think this episode basically started to hold down with Jeffrey that Dave goes on as a character. But Dave was kind of annoying, and he wasn't really the most memorable character. But I think, like, I've seen a lot of people like that from this episode, from what happens in the finale, consider him to be the worst character in total drama. And I'm not sure what he would be on my list, honestly, but he's definitely would be up somewhere on the worst list when I eventually get to that. I do eventually plan on getting to that list at some point. But yeah, it's not a fun episode seeing they get so upset about Sky and everything, and well, it's fun that John Chapman actually making up together, and Dave voting himself out, just he's upset about stuff. It's just, this whole stuff's just not fun at all. Scarlet Fever is probably by a landslide the best episode in. Like, honestly, it's the definition, like, still actually constant with the Greasy Pieces, it's the definition of a guilty pleasure. Yeah, I think this is kind of a guilty pleasure episode, because I shouldn't enjoy this episode, because it lists the worst elements of Chris as a character, and worst elements of, and Scarlet just out of nowhere comes like an actual villain. And he gets some of the most bizarre eliminations, where Scarlet and Max just get eliminated with no votes. But this is generally one of the most hilarious episodes in total drama because of everything going on. And if I'm not huge on the characters, they do have the best moments here, honestly, especially with Sean. And the scene where he basically destroys all Chris's promo bots, like, that's just one hilarious thing. And also, I probably mentioned, but I love Sean as a character. Like, I absolutely love him as a character. Like, without doubt the biggest bright spot this season. Like, even if you do not like Pahkitew Island, he's without doubt the bright spot this season. He's just so consistently hilarious, charming. And it's really someone that is just obsessed with zombies and all this stuff, but hey, those kids that been kind of charming, so they do more people with Sean. Like, Sean's honestly one of my favorite total drama characters. Let's see what else. And like, yeah, so this is episode high up. Then we have Skyfall, which is probably one of the more forgettable episodes of the season. I don't really have much to say about it, if I'm being honest. Then we have Pahkitew with Talent. Like, the other memorable part is the Sean armpit scene where he has to use his armpit to basically make a song, and then ends up making Chris cry. And then Chris and Sugar using Rapture, like coming into country and rap, which is kind of hilarious considering the state of music we live in now, country music. Like, that's actually pretty hilarious and pretty spot on. Which finally leads to elimination. And now we get to probably the worst finale in the show's history: Lies, Cries, and One Big Prize. Without doubt, the worst finale in all of total drama. Like, this finale is just abysmal. Abysmal! Abysmal! Like, oh, caramba! Playing the worst aspects of total drama, the worst aspect of Chris where he tries to manufacture drama. Like, he literally tries to force drama by stopping a challenge. But in terms of Sean, Jasmine, Sky, and Dave and everything, he literally stands by, shows a video of Sean's confessions about him not wanting to share the money with Jasmine. You know, he changed his mind about wanting to. And then literally showing Sky's on tape saying she had a boyfriend. And then goes ballistic and tries to kill her. No joke! Also Sean, definitive winner. Yeah, I don't want to have a Pahkitew again. First, it's not the, I think it's like, I still think also is worse, but this is probably the season I do want to care about the most. That's probably the worst aspect of this time of total drama. Thankfully, it's up. I can honestly say, thankfully, while there might be a couple of bad ups here and there, it's mostly uphill from here.